Today is August 29th. This is Barbaralee Diamonstein talking with Phyllis Cerf-Wagner.
But the poets, you had William Faulkner, you have, well, I think John O'Hara, a very distinguished list of people. And then just, I think therefore he will stand high, but for the authors, as I say, that he published. But in addition to that, I think that he will stand high for bringing such books to the public as, he did over the first dictionary, American College Dictionary, which was the first really American dictionary in 100 years. They'd been updating those old plates at Webster's. He really forced them into doing a new complete dictionary. And a fine dictionary. Doubleday did a dictionary, but Random House's dictionary, I think, was recognized as being the first dictionary of that time that reflected the American list of words and the American point of view. The Oxford is a fine dictionary, obviously, but it's not American. They thought of a new format for dictionaries in terms of interjecting names of famous people into a dictionary and places, and it was an extraordinary job, and their pronunciation keys were very, very good, and they brought in for the first time the new words that had become part of our language due to the war, so that I think that was extraordinary. I think that his publishing of juvenile books were extraordinary. He opened up a whole new facet for children in reading with his landmark books and the beginner books, which were for children just learning to read, that I started, but he backed me. His modern library. He had an extraordinary list, but in addition to that, he knew how to promote books, which was a new thing too. Most of the publishers sat back and he used to take ads in the Publishers Weekly to tease Alfred Knopf, for example. Would Alfred A. Knopf proudly presents whoever it was, Thomas Mann, and that would be a very distinguished little ad that Thomas Mann had written a new book, The Magic Mountain or whatever. Well, Bennett began to imitate Alfred, and I remember that he took an ad, I think it was with Gertrude Stein, saying, "We have our distinguished authors." Random House has the pleasure of announcing and a takeoff of Alfred. Bennett admired Alfred Knopf, I think, more than any other single publisher.
Because that, by common consent, though, that most publishers thought of him as the publisher's publisher, not only because of his interest in authors, but in developing new ones, European ones, the appearance of a book, type, paper, binding.
All of that.
Yeah.
All of that. And I think that Bennett tried to emulate the beauty of books. I think that Random House did produce beautiful books.